live with Tom Segura and Sean Anders to talk about some kind of movie. Let's listen in.
What was the process?
Well, it starts, and this is how it starts in the movie as well. My wife and I, for years, I wasn't making any money, including after I made Sex Drive, and so I didn't really feel like I could afford to have kids. So whenever we talk about it, I'd just be like, not there yet. And then finally, when I felt like I was doing better, I was starting to get a career together. I just started to feel like I was going to be one of those old dads, like by the time the kid was a teenager, I was going to be able to play with him.
How old are you now?
I'm 49 now. I was 41 at the time. And so, that's depressing. Anyway, so I made this dumb joke to my wife. I said, look, why don't we just adopt a 5-year-old? It would be like I got started 5 years ago, like right back in the game. And she was like, that's actually a really interesting idea. And I was like, no, I was totally kidding. Didn't mean anything by that at all. And then she went to a website and she showed me the website. And then when I saw the website, I was like, oh wow, you see these kids, you see their faces, you start to learn a little bit more about it. And we just started having conversations, and it went from there. Now I got 3 kids in a movie.
And they're all siblings.
Yes.
So they all came from one mom, and how did they get separated from the family?
I don't have a lot of details about that. They don't really tell you.
Right.
You know a little bit, but not much. I mean, I know that there were issues with drugs, and I think there was some kind of a fire at some point. But it's all pretty sketchy as far as what you hear.
Right.
So you learn a lot about the kids themselves, but not that much about the situation.
And what made you want to turn this into a film? Like, I would imagine that's a very personal experience.
Yeah, it was actually my writing partner, John Morris, because I had been about 3 years into it at that point, and the beginning of it was a nightmare, like epic, bad decision. Why did we ever do this?
Really?
Yeah, it was really a nightmare for a short time, and then when it came online and we became a family, it really became the best thing that ever happened to me. And when John and I get together every day, we just talk about our lives a little bit. That's how we get started. So John had been hearing all these stories, and one day he just said, I don't know why we're not doing a movie about this, because nobody really knows how this works when you go into foster care and adopt kids. So we started talking about it, and then there was the conversation of whether it could be a comedy or not, because that's what we do. We make comedies. And John, again, was like, most of the stuff you've told me is really funny. So not all of it, of course, but and then we thought, wow, we could approach this as a comedy, and we might be able to get, a more general audience to get their interest in it that way, because it'll feel less scary. Because that's the problem, is that most movies that are made on this topic just frighten people, and they make people think that these kids are all damaged and reachable and everything,
Do you worry that it'd be like that movie 101 Dalmatians, that a bunch of people start getting foster kids now and just screw them up?
Yeah, we were talking about Top Gun, about how, remember when Top Gun came out and everybody joined the Navy thinking they were going to fly the planes?
Right. Well, when The Color of Money came out, pool halls boomed across the country. It made a giant impact on pool halls from that one Tom Cruise movie.
And they just,
really,
a lot of people just got scammed out of their fucking pocket money, basically.
I'm sure there was some of that going on.
I think the crazy thing about this too was that, like, on the set you realize, like, when we're doing this, you go like, oh yeah, I always thought of people who do that, like, they exist, but you're like, those are nameless, faceless angels. Like, they're not real people.
Right.
Like, if you're like, do any of your friends adopt? I'd be like, no, I don't have friends like that.
Yeah.
Like, those are other people, and then you start, like, on the set there was, people visiting or consulting, and there would be like, oh, they adopted or they run some foster care thing, and then you're like, oh, like, this is actually something that people really do.
Well, even like dudes on the crew, that somebody would come up, who's in the electrical department, be like, oh, hey, bro, I adopted 2 kids, by the way. You'd be like, really? Wow.
Wow.
Or hey, I got adopted when I was 4 years old. You just would, like, once it's
now
out
you see
there,
it now everywhere.
Yeah,
and people are hitting me up. Someone hit me up yesterday. Like, my sister is adopting 4 siblings this week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Wow.
I mean, like, it's like something. I don't want to. It's almost like when your friend gets a car and then you start seeing it everywhere, and you're like,
no,
oh yeah, there's that
exactly
car.
like that though.
Yeah.
We talked about that video that went around online of this little girl that realizes she's opening up a box and there's something in it that tells her that she's been adopted by these 2 people that are with her. and
it's really
it's impossible to not cry.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have any heart at all and you watch that little girl freak out, and
it breaks you up.
I think that's almost the test as far as what you were talking about how, because believe me, I was
test
not...
if you're a piece of shit or not when you watch that.
Yeah, we should show that to a lot of people. Yeah.
What's your reaction? Oh, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
okay.
You're a sociopath.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, there's that, what you were just getting at as far as, believe me, I'm not that guy that, like, I didn't feel special or like any one of those sort of heart of gold angels. You know, we have the line that's in the movie where Mark just says that's for the kind of people that volunteer when it's not even a holiday, and we don't do that.
Yeah, you should probably tell the audience that I'm not starring in this movie right now. For people
you're
that
starring in it.
No, those people are like, so Tom stars. No, it's just Mark Wahlberg.
You're
and
starring in the
Rose Byrne.
movie for like 4.5 minutes.
There you go.
And then
everyone else.
And then Mark Wahlberg stars in the rest of it.
That's true. That's a good way of breaking it down.
Well, the movie's only probably like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
That's not bad. Probably like 7 scenes. It's good scenes though.
Yeah, they're good scenes.
Yeah.
No, you got a solid presence. You didn't make the poster.
Didn't make the poster.
Didn't make the poster.
No.
You know, you made the standee though. Did you know that?
What?
There's a standee in movie theaters, and you're in that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. I'll take that. Maybe I can steal one.
Heard that word, standee.
Standee. Those are the big cardboard things.
Yeah. I never knew what those things were called.
I didn't know that either.
Cardboard cutout thing.
That's what I always call it, cardboard cutout. Standee is the real term.
Is that the term in the industry?
Yeah, that's an industry term. That's a real industry term. You learned something today.
Yeah.
Wait, so because you were telling me this, and
back.
I was like, he was about to tell me before you came in. I was like, this sounds like this could be pretty good. Don't tell me. Save it for the podcast. Because he's done. This is the most press Sean's done for a film that he's put out. Did you go under? They were like, let's give you some advice on media.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm terrible at it. So there's that. Because I don't do. This is the thing. When you direct a movie, especially movies like the kind of movies that I make, comedies and big broad comedies, people don't really care who directed those movies, and I'm good with that. Like, I'm totally good with that. But what usually happens is the director usually wants to be kind of a part of the campaign, so the studio they'll sort of throw bones at you of like press that you can do, and I always tell them, look, if I can be helpful in any way, let me know. I'll do whatever you need to do, but don't throw me any bones, because I don't care.
Right.
Like, I don't need to
So
do
they
this
do
stuff.
that to kind of just pump up the ego of the director. That certain directors just really.
Let me
want
check
to
the volume.
Yeah. Bones at you of like press that you can do, and I always tell them, look, if I can be helpful in any way, let me know.
That's good.
I'll do
Hey, welcome to the show, man.
Throw me a bone.
Drop a comment. You're gonna get a shout out. Let's listen to some Joe Rogan.
I can't imagine there's some directors that really have to.
He's there with Tom Segura and Sean Anders. They're talking about movies.
Whatever, but on my first couple movies, I thought, oh, I have to do this stuff. And then I realized, I actually had this experience where I was in this red carpet thing, and they brought me up to this reporter.
Drop a comment.
This is Sean Anders. He directed the movie, and she had this big look on her face, and then she went like, oh. And and I was like, no, it's cool. You don't have to. You don't have to.
She was so disappointed.
She was so disappointed, and that's when it sunk into me, where I was just like, oh, they don't care. They don't give it. So that's fine with me. I'm good there.
Well, they're such fame whores, and those red carpet things. They're so weird.
Yeah.
Those things are so weird.
Woohoo!
That is the highlight of their life. Walking that carpet.
Yeah.
Over here, Tom.
Pose down right. It's a really weird thing. Also, paparazzi at the airport. You have that where I've seen them from that baggage, and they're looking around, and then they're like, "Hey, Tom," and they'll ask me like one thing. And they're obviously not there for me, but they're like, "We got time till fucking whatever Seth Rogen gets off the plane, so let me ask you something," and then they're like, "All right, never mind, here's everybody." Like just blow you off.
I had it happen only one time, because this obviously doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
I was flying into LAX, and I was getting off a red eye, and I was so just tired of shit. And these two guys come up, and they just were so nice. They were like, "Hey, you're Sean Anders, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes, I am Sean Anders." And nobody ever, And so it takes me a second to realize, and I thought it was so weird because it was shortly after Daddy's Home, it was like the biggest hit.
Yeah.
And they were asking me about Horrible Bosses 2. And I was like, why are they asking me about, of all things? And I thought, oh, because Jennifer Aniston's in it. So they want me to say something about Jennifer Aniston and just see if they can catch me saying something crazy.
Right. Looking for a soundbite slip or something.
Yeah.
That's all they're trying to do.
Yeah. It was
It's weird.
And my wife was like, what was that? I'm like, it took me like an hour to sort of
trying to make you clickbait.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting too is it's like sort of an impromptu interview that you have to do, right? Like if someone said, "Hey, this is guy's name's Mike. He lives in Studio City. He wants you to go to his house, and he's going to film you. He's going to ask you wacky questions." You're like, "No."
Yeah.
But then Mike just shows up at the baggage claim and puts that camera in your face. "Hey, Sean, Jennifer Aniston, man, what's up with the Botox?" And then you're like, "What? Yeah, fuck."
Right.
You know, I mean, that's how they get you. Like, you wouldn't do an interview with them under any other circumstances, which is one of the weird things that happened during the Roseanne Barr things. Roseanne Barr, when her show was canceled and all the...
Anon Completo says, "Hey, Craven, do you remember that GTA rap?" Yeah, I remember that. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. I'm dropping new tracks every week starting December. I appreciate it. No, just new music.
Wants you to come in and sit down for an interview. You'd be like, "No, I don't want to talk to them. I don't have anything to say. Like, I'll do all my talking on the podcast."
What game would you suggest I rap on? I'm gonna make a Guns Up rap.
In Hawaii, they put pineapples on pizza.
Oh, oh, oh yeah.
And they're not even asking you, "Can I do this?" They're just doing it. They're just, "Hey, Sean, let me ask you a question, Sean." You know, like,
It's forced. It's forced on you.
yeah. Well,
Going on.
it's in a weird spot. It's like all of a sudden you're on your
Your instinct is to be defensive.
Are those berries?
Your instinct is not going to be, "I'll give the most thoughtful answer to this," because it's in the moment. Someone just dropped it on you, so now you're like, okay, and your emotions might be kind of all over the place, and you're not stopping like having a conversation.
All right, you can rest assured that I will do me.
How many people have
Why can't I save? What's the problem here?
on those things just fucked up and said,
Let's push every button.
or just
That's the thing, because they'll misquote you.
There we go.
and then they get you, and then they put it up, and you're like, "Fuck, why didn't I think through that?" I was coming home from the airport, I was tired, I was jet lagged. Bourdain got a shitload of death threats because he said, they asked him, "If you had to serve dinner to Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump, what would you serve?" He said, "Hemlock." Trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And then all these MAGA fucking morons, protesters, they were all sending these
You're listening to
tweets.
the Joe Rogan podcast.
You know, he's threatening POTUS and all. It was so strange. Like, where is the Secret Service? They should lock this motherfucker up. And like, you guys are crazy. It's a joke.
And that's the thing right there is that clickbait articles they all make it. It'll say like so and so said this, and they make it sound like somebody like called a press conference to say something ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
And really, it was like you said, it'll be some offhand remark, and then people out there that are judging.
He does, right?
They never have anybody walk up and put a camera.
I really like Joe Rogan. I want to be just like him, except for all the muscles.
You're never in that situation. It's bizarre.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Do you realize how much those machines
So, how many
cost?
of these things did you
We're
have
supposed
to
to
do?
be opening it. What the fuck was that? Hello? Hello? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Boss, CJ's here.
Carl, glad you can make it. So, this
It's
is
woozy.
yeah.
Blind motherfucker.
Complete nightmare. You want a stomach ulcer? Try opening a triad casino in a mafia-run town.
The mob trying to squeeze you?
Yeah, the corporations are moving in and everybody's feeling the squeeze. I've had slot machines busted up, workmen being scared off.
So who behind this?
Huh? Well, there are these three mob families operating here, and each of them has a stake in Caligula's casino. Some whacked-out lawyers running it for them. It could be any one of them, or all of them.
Can't you just give him a little something?
No. In addition to the usual authorities that need bribing, each one would want a slice. And I'm not about to hand over all our profits to some wise guy Italian.
Our profit?
That's right, you heard me. I want to offer you
I'm listening.
a share in our casino. In exchange for some help setting it up. How's that sound, partner?
Sound like we got a deal then.
Boss, the boys found some thugs trying to smash one of the deliveries. We caught one of them.
Get rid of him.
Hey, wait, hold up, come here. Whoever's behind this, we need to let them know that they dealing with full-fledged psychos. Time to the front of the car, let him sweat it out a little, and I'll be out there in a little while.
Yeah, that's a cool mission. So once I finish all these missions, I'm going to activate the cheat where everybody hates you.
See if we can make this guy squeal.
That's my car.
All right, back to the
What is there
podcast.
to teach you? Well, no. This is the thing. Is I'm really comfortable with this.
Yeah.
With us just hanging out here talking.
Sure.
But this is what I do: is I yammer when I'm a nervous talker. So you ask me a question, if I'm nervous, I just kind of go and go and go. Like, Jesus, you know. So
That guy can talk.
So the thing is, I got this guy sitting across from me, really nice guy, and he's the guy who's coaching me. But I know I'm getting into trouble.
Does he give you like fake interviews?
Well, he
How they coach you?
first he gave me a lot of really good insights. And the funny thing is, every rule that he's saying, as he's saying it, I'm going, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like everything he's saying that I shouldn't be doing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's.
Get in this lane.
What's the saying you shouldn't be doing?
I mean, the main thing, it's kind of like what we were getting at before, that when somebody's setting a
Goddamn
trap for
cops.
because so much of right now media training is just about don't go out and get yourself into trouble by going in and
Keep
just
off the freeway.
talking about some
Did he really just say that?
Because that's what everybody's trying to do now.
Crap.
Like, just as for example, I did a Time Magazine interview about adoption about a year before we even made the movie.
Really?
Yeah, and it was just because I was in the process of working on the movie, and anyway, so the whole thing was just about adoption, my family, and whatever. And it was right when the Harvey Weinstein stuff was going on. So, the lady's really nice, and then at the end she says, hey, you know, since I'm talking to a Hollywood director, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, did you know about that Harvey Weinstein stuff? And I was like, no, and I didn't even think about my answer because I don't, you know, I didn't know the guy, was never around any of it. That's sort of like more like fancy movies, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't.
You never catch me alive, copper.
Whatever. I didn't think anything of it. I got off the phone and I thought, oh, she didn't say, what do you think about this stuff? She said, did you know about that stuff? And it was like, and
Yeah, I knew, but I kept it secret.
and I just thought right away,
Yeah.
I just, you know, so.
Yeah, it's sneaky. That's a sneaky way of asking.
Take a
It's a
risk.
sneaky way to get you too.
What?
So
Did
then,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know?
Sean Enders kept his Weinstein secret for
Well,
years.
listen, and I'm such a dumb shit. I would have, like you said before, I think a year or two ago, I would have made a joke, you know, and been like, oh yeah, I was there. You know?
Questions?
Like,
Yeah.
I would have said something.
And see, that's what they'll print.
exciting. Yeah.
Sean Enders was there.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, what? I've never, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of it is just to kind of teach you how to just sort of stay on point, so that you don't get dragged down.
Let's find the
weird
paint
roads
spray.
into these things that people are looking to get you in on clickbait.
So did you bring up that instance when you went through the training?
Oh yeah.
Did you say what should I have said?
I think I did. I think, and really what they teach you, it's funny because believe it or not, he said, I'm going to show you some clips of, you know, sort of doing it right and doing it wrong.
Oh, they have disaster clips they say.
They do, and one of them, the funny
Do
thing
you
was,
have a file that you sent to Jamie before the show?
well, you guys will probably all know this one. They showed me a clip of Quentin Tarantino.
Go to
sort
the
of
garage
getting
over
really
here.
Angry with this,
I remember that.
reporter.
Is that the violent thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of
trying
great.
to kick some guy's ass.
That lady was like, your films are disgusting and violent. We were like, yeah, they're fucking movies, dummy. Like, he gets really upset about it.
Where was this?
Actually, I don't know if it's the same one, 'cause the one I saw was a guy.
Oh, I saw one with a lady. But that was via sat, like,
okay.
so this is a different one then.
There's one with a guy who's threatening to kick the guy's ass.
The one that I saw didn't go that far, but I actually kind of liked what he did, because he was like, no, I'm not playing that game with you. I'm not doing it. And he got all pissed off. But I was sort of like, yeah, you know.
I like that he does that.
Yeah, I mean, I like the one with the lady. The lady is like, your movies are so violent and awful. It's like, a movie? A make-believe thing? It's not real violence. Like, he really sasses her. It's funny as shit. And then I also
Where is
saw-
she? Where was she?
It was like he was doing, you know, she was like Good Morning Pittsburgh, like the entertainment reporter, and then he was actually probably doing like satellite stuff everywhere. and he was just like, "You're dumb." So, but I also saw there's that guy. He's a gotcha guy too. Did Robert Downey Jr. And was like promoting a movie too. I don't know if they showed you that one.
I saw that one.
Right, and the guy's like, "Yeah, your drug addictions." And he was like, "Wait, what?" Like it was totally to try.
Give me a call, fool.
To in a moment.
And Robert Downey Jr. is not having it. He's like,
Not having it.
I'm going to promote a movie.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with that.
Bye, sucker.
Let's get into your drug addiction.
Yeah. He was like,
"Do your darkest times." Like,
"What are you talking about, man? Iron Man's out. I'm not here for that."
well, it's just like
He ends it too.
they're so selfish. Like that thing is so doing shit like that is so selfish. It's such a sneaky little thing to do.
Yeah.
They know.
What did they teach you though, like in that moment of like Quentin? They're just like, don't get emotional.
Well, it's like don't take the bait.
Oh yeah.
And more than anything for me, because I'm from Wisconsin and I still have that kind of everybody's nice.
Dude, what?
Good intentions kind of vibe, you know. So and I had this experience on my very first movie where I talked to this reporter because it was a movie about it was a road trip. You know, this is a silly road trip comedy. You know? And I talked to this reporter and he says, and he was being really cool. We were just kind of hanging out after this thing talking, and he's like, so and gas prices were really high. And he goes, so you know, he's like, you feel weird about making a road trip movie with gas prices are so high? And I said like, yeah, I don't know. You know, maybe if the movie tanks, I can just blame it on that. No one could afford to go to the theater because the prices were so high. And I don't think and then this article comes out, the guy literally said I was swarthy looking, and he just painted me like an absolute piece of shit.
Wow.
And I was like, that guy was so cool. Like he was so nice. Yeah. And then he destroyed me.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys.
Yeah.
It's all new to me.
I remember one too that like who did it to me, like when I was just doing a phone interview for press before I was selling any tickets, and the guy was like just like a really nice guy, and totally twisted things and made it seem like just like he knows what I was saying, and he purposely twisted things around. I mean, it had real no impact, but I remember reading that and being like, oh fuck this guy, and be careful when you talk to these people because he knows what I was trying to say, and I read
Very
this article,
nice.
but he misrepresented everything.
Well, that's the only way they can have fun.
Yeah.
And that's the only. I mean, if you're just a normal guy and you give the normal answers and you're thoughtful and considerate, that's not as good for them.
Right. It's boring.
Yeah. So they'll twist it around. Well, it's not as profitable.
Right.
It's more profitable, especially if it's an online thing. With an online thing, you need a clickbait title. You need a bunch of people clicking on that thing because otherwise you're not going to get any ad revenue for it.
Yeah.
It's a very bizarre model where it's encouraging people to be deceptive and to make these things inflammatory.
And I gotta say, I mean, look, I did 95 interviews in the course of 2 days. And
It's that chick from
virtually
Basic
everybody
Instinct.
was really cool, really
What's up,
asking really
chickie?
thoughtful,
Got
interesting
panties?
questions. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm ripping on the whole press over this, but yeah, there are these people, and that's the thing is that if it was every single person that came along, it would almost be easier because you could just kind of be like, okay, here we go. Like, But you get like 30 really good, reporters with integrity and good people, and then somebody jumps in and you're like, oh, then they catch you not looking because you're not looking for that guy.
They also get super jaded.
Idiots!
Yeah.
It's almost like cops that
realize
arrested
how
too
much
many
those
people.
machines
Everyone's
cost?
a crook. Like
We're
they
supposed to be
just think
opening
that
it.
everybody they're interviewing is a piece
What the
of
fuck
shit.
was that?
And it's also like
Hello?
they're interviewing these Hollywood people.
Hello?
They're thinking of you. You have a big mansion, driving a
the fuck is
Mercedes,
wrong
you
with
got
you
all this
people?
money. Fuck this guy. It's like this instant take on it. Oh, a Hollywood director. Great. Great. How's your casting couch? Piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, and it becomes the game. I think too for them. The game is like, let's see if I can get one.
And we should be real clear. This is not most people. Most people are nice.
Yeah.
But it's just like one, even if it's only 1 out of 10, you run into that one, you're like, fuck these things. I don't want to do these things anymore.
Well, it's terrifying because you think about your family, your friends, like anybody who's gonna. Because now there is this, and I know you guys talk about this a lot. There is this culture out there where people are completely reduced to like one moment or one statement or whatever it is, and that's all you are. Is that whatever that thing that happened in that one moment, and you see it happening to people all the time, and you think about so when you're there and you feel like you're just a regular guy, you don't feel like that it's really scary because you think about your kids and you think it's a scary situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a weird time for these publications too. That's another thing to take into consideration. No one's really buying magazines and newspapers like they used to. It's hard to sell, and so they reduce these online publications, and they have to compete with a bunch of these clickbaity bullshit things, and that's where the money is. I mean, even the New York Times, man. The New York Times is resulting to a lot of clickbaity shit now. You're like, wow.
Well, do you guys have that feeling, like when you're online, that you're on like your clickbait diet, where you see things where you're like, oh man, I totally want to get that right now, but like, I'm not gonna do that. I got all that sugar.
Open it up. Oh, it's so sweet.
Yeah. You click on it, you're like,
You learn to navigate it now, right? You read that title, and you're like, I know this will have no substance.
Yeah.
Well,
Just the headline.
I'm fascinated to see where this goes because this didn't exist, right? These online clickbaity things didn't exist 20 years ago, and now they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going to happen in 10 years? Like, where's it going to be? Like, where is this going?
Yeah.
I'm very fascinated. You know, very, very fascinated to
Because
see.
it feels like a transitional time. It doesn't feel like it can hold out like this forever.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it hurts. I mean, and this is the reason why I think podcast culture is coming on strong, because it's a place where people just talk and have a conversation. And I think
I'll get to your
fear
comments.
of slipping up, and people always like out there trying to get you to slip up or whatever, has people not having as much of a free exchange of ideas.
Yeah,
you know?
but through these podcasts, one thing that does happen is people will take a very small clip out of context,
Right.
and then write a whole article about that small clip with a big clickbaity headline like Tom Segura shits all over people in Somalia, and then whatever it is. And
Did
then,
you do that?
No.
I mean, it was a different city.
I just made something up. But then, it could be completely out of context.
Yeah.
And over, a giant overall discussion of a topic that took place over 45 minutes. And they'll take 30 seconds of that and put a YouTube clip up, and then you get a bunch of angry people tweeting at you.
Yo, what the hell, man? Am I done already? I'll get your comments in a second. Okay, looks like I got it. Yes. Back to the casino. Excuse me, lady. Go, go, go. I'll get to your comments. Hang on. I just don't want to wreck it. Ah, damn it. I wrecked it. Let's see. Anonymous says hello. Hello, Anonymous. Right. Good thing. Did I save? I didn't save. Never mind. Back to Joe Rogan podcast.
Talking about it for a while.
Well, and the other part of it that I think, Pete, that gets lost sometimes is that, like right now we're talking about like journalists, but the great journalists are just as hurt by this stuff as everyone, because the people that are really out there being thoughtful, really researching their material, really talking to people, getting to the bottom of things, that whole journalistic work ethic that we all grew up hearing about, those people are just as threatened by this cheap sort of attack journalism that happens, because they can't even compete with it with a really thoughtful, well-researched story.
Skip it.
Somebody's like, he touched a boob, and then there's like they get all the clicks,
I was talking to Matt Taibbi, who's a real journalist, and Matt Taibbi was discussing the pieces that he wrote on Wall Street. And
who are you? What
crash
time,
of 2008 and
You
all
got
of
any
the
idea that
fucking
people right ahead of yours?
shenanigans
Who
that
the
went on with
fuck I am?
how much crazy shit they're
I think
allowed
I'ma
to do
find
with
out.
the camera. What Ponzi scheme, a lot of that 2008
Oh man, this is too bad!
When I was talking to him, I realized like he had put a year into research, like learning. He did not come from a background in finance, so he put a year into researching all the aspects
You're gonna
of the
kill
savings
both
and
of us,
loan
oh my
crisis,
God, I'm
all
still
the
alive.
aspects of this mortgage crisis and how it took place and how they were making money off of this.
What do you think this is scaring me? Huh?
Betting on things falling apart and moving money around and how fucking chaotic it is. And then you think of how much time put on that, and then in proportion to how few people actually read that, how little it affected
Guitar Sierna.
What are you trying to fuck over us?
What?
things change and how little people were outraged. Like, this is
Thank
how
you.
everybody
Thank
God!
He's
Thank God!
fucking amazing.
Mother, man! I was lucky.
But you don't hear that much about it.
Oh, slow down! Slow down, for God's sake!
Billions of dollars just disappeared. They all got moved around and everybody abracadabra.
Hey, stop this insanity right now! Jesus! Jesus!
Amazing way.
Oh man, this is too bad!
Right.
And this is a
What you want, fool?
There's research for this.
Oh, slow down, for God's sake!
And then instead,
Look, I can see you're serious. Oh man, this is too bad! Oh, slow down, for God's sake! Oh, this is too bad! Too bad!
All right, done.
Mother, man, I was lucky. What are you doing now?
Uh-huh.
What are you trying to fuck both of us? The family will make you pay for this.
All right, I made it.
Which family? The Sindaco family, you idiot! That's all I wanted to hear. What? Oh shit!
Dude. All right then.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I mean, I just saw that whoever the editor-in-chief of New York Times doing an interview about recent subscription model. Impressive.
Well, if you do good work, and I mean, there's people out there that have a hunger for actual real journalism.
Yeah.
And also in-depth, intelligent, comprehensive understandings.
Welcome to the show. You're listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Drop a comment so I can give you a shout out.
Well-researched take on a particular situation.
Well, somebody does it like that guy did about like the subprime mortgage, like, you know, and they spent all that time and they write that story. I mean, it's like reading like a good book.
Yeah.
You just can't stop reading it. I mean, did you read that Dirty John story in the LA Times?
What is that?
Man, and now they're making they have like a mini series coming out about it. I remember reading it and not being able to stop reading it. And it was like an 8-part series in the LA Times about this guy who was a sociopath who would go on to dating sites and basically bait women who were like divorcees, who had some money. He was posturing as a doctor and like would pretend to have this really successful life and just be a pariah that would like suck onto these people. And this story went really deep about how this guy found this woman. Her daughters were like grown daughters, immediately suspected things were wrong. She didn't see it, but the story unravels the way like a good book or like a thriller would unravel in the theater. So you're just like the guy, you know, he researched.
Hey, person.
How's
How's it doing?
And then now it's coming out.
Listen to Joe Rogan.
Short series.
That's the guy?
That's the guy. That's the real guy.
Wow.
It's Christopher Goffard. And man, so it would be like part 1 in this series. You'd read this and you're like, all right, where's part, like you're like scrambling to read the next.
Let's go say woozy.
Because he's moving. Like his image is moving slowly.
Oh yeah.
You're following
That's the
notes?
real guy. It's a fascinating read. And I recommend reading it, man. I mean, it is really good.
So was this guy a career
Criminal.
criminal?
He was a career criminal that hit it well, but
That's
you know,
enough
that's
podcast.
interesting that I remember reading it and
You could check him out on Powerful GRE. It's pretty good. Play some music.
The glorious sound of a hole-in-one.
Great shot, boss.
Thanks.
Not bad, Woozy.
So, the Sindaco family was behind the attempts to sabotage our venture. I wonder why it's only them and not the others.
Probably ain't just them. Rule of the streets, don't snitch. What we need.
You gonna listen to some Tantu
Mafia
beats?
Casino. Yeah, go jack the place.
Hey, hitting a casino isn't like gangbang. It's a whole different league.
Yeah, you right. It'll take some planning, but I'm down. She always wanted to pull a heist. What the?
Ah, bad luck. Listen, you're gonna need a crew and some special equipment.
Yeah, it'll take some explosives. Always gotta
Yo,
blow up
yo.
shit to pull a heist.
You know
Check it
what?
out.
There's an
Tantu
open
beats.
cast mine southwest of the city limits. They must have explosives.
I'll go peep it out.
I like it. Whoops. Yeah, it's some old school Dr. Dre shit. Nice soundtrack. Oh yeah. Hint. Alright, check out Tantu Beats, T-A-N-T-U Beats. Awesome shit. Listen to some more old school, I guess.
Tantu, teaching you the language of beats. Let's go.
How's that for a monster truck?
Stay away from that stuff.
Do I get extra time? No extra time. Okay. Some hardcore, old school retro gaming.
Where's the safety gear? What do you think you're doing?
Okay. Where does it put me? Is it going to get back in Las Vegas here? Keep going. So the trick would be to get in a car, move down there a bit faster. I should be able to do it. Gangster! You're listening to Tantu Beats, Tantu. Check them out. Let's go. Where's the truck at? Here we go.
What do you think you're doing? Hey, that's dangerous. Who's this asshole? Hey, you can't come down here. What do you think you're doing?
Awesome soundtrack. Yeah, yeah. I swear that sample says Pokemon. Pokemon. Gotta get them all so. This game just turned into Trials Fusion. This beat is heavy on the bass. What the hell? That's a glitch. Should find my way out. Let's go. I'm done.
Hey, you be careful with that.
It's a bit slow. Let's get another beat happening. Sounds like a bit of an Eminem style beat. I don't speak. I float in the air, wrapped like a sheep. I'm not a human. I just trapped by the beast. I translate when my voice is read to a seismograph and the noise is spread, picked up and transmitted to Kravens' head. Nip, 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 nip. I got these bitches in my jock down in East Detroit because they think that I'm a motherfucking beastie boy. So I told them I was Mike D. They said, oh gee, I like that D. Check it out. I told them, meet me up next concert. I'll be standing by the lock monster. Then I broke into the weed house. Smoked out until I started busting freestyles. Broke quip, went back to the quip, put on lipstick, brushed off on Tylenol and made it with the dipstick. Made a couple of prank calls collect. It's Kravens from Connecticut. Do you accept? I want to kill rappers that I'm jealous of and murder every rich rapper that I had enough. You had your chips because I had your bitch.
Are you sure, man?
Yeah, I'm going for a 5-card hand. Come on.
Okay. Here. I'm a stick. What you got?
It's like a skit.
How would I know? You tell me.
Not good, man. You got 47.
Damn. You're bad luck for me, you know? When I play the other guys, I always win.
Boss, take a look at these 2 chips.
One's a fake.
That's amazing. You didn't even touch it.
No, I just took a guess. Why else would he come in with 2 chips and sound so worried? You take a look.
Oh yeah, the dragon on this got the sunglasses and a white stick.
Insolent bastards!
I'll make sure the cashiers are extra vigilant.
It's obvious where these chips are coming from. The Sindaco family owns a plastics factory across town. I'm gonna blow it to shit!
Man, look, don't trip. I got you on this.
Hi kids, do you like violence? Want to see me stick 9-inch nails on both of my eyelids? I am. Okay. No save. I should have saved. Damn it. Hello, pretty lady. Next beat. Damn it. Check out this guy, TNTU. Oh, fuck me. This beat. Power slide. Good shit, man. Yep, I can do with 1 chew on the 10 chew. I don't know. Give me a car. Thank you. Hey, what's up, pretty lady?
You hit me.
Teaching you the language of jump flap.
Done.
Hey, who's this character? He looks like a cop to me. We better go on the boss.
Teaching you the language of
Get the boys ready. Production line gotta keep rolling. Somebody's got a fucking death wish if they start trouble around here.
Oh, that escalated quickly. Did I save? Dude, I don't know. Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out Tantu Beats, TNTU Beats. Send some money his way if you're a rapper. I'm not going to rage quit, but I will stop the broadcast. I hope I'll see you guys on the flip side.